impact on the housing market.
We were muted. I'm a fool. We're all right now.
Oh, now we're live.
Now we're live. Hey, everyone. You can see us. You couldn't hear us. Live Lenny Mayoko. We'll start over. The beauty of going live. Lenny Mayoko, Remax Alliance, Producer Wiggins, back to the digital. We are keeping our distance. Lenny sanitized everything as we were getting started or before we got started. So now we're going to go over 5 questions with Lenny. He's awesome in everything he knows for real estate. So renting, buying, selling, you can help them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Not only selling, buying, but also leasing. I own a property management company, which many of you know about. We manage 700 units on the Front Range. And it's had a real effect in both markets a little bit differently. We'll start with the rental market. We're putting new properties on the market for lease. We're showing them consistently, staying with the protocol of COVID and making sure we're wearing masks and wearing gloves and disinfecting each property. We're only showing vacant units. So we're not displacing any tenants or any of that nature. So it's only vacant units that are being shown, but they're getting rented. We get applicants. Since this virus, we've probably put 6 new properties under lease. So the rental side of things is looking great. Knock on wood, our tenants are paying. We've had a few hiccups as far as tenants paying because of being out of work, et cetera, but we're working closely with them.
That's cool.
We're assessing no late fees at this time.
So you're taking the necessary steps. So Lenny is your guy if you guys need any help with anything. But we're going to go into 5 questions with Lenny to answer those questions right now. And again, we're live, so if you have questions, we're seeing those in real time and we can answer those. So we'll go to the top 5 questions with Lenny. Number 1 is, how is COVID-19 impacting the housing market?
Well, the COVID-19 has done a lot of things to the housing market. The real estate market, for instance, it basically shut us down for about a month. Just here early May 9th is when most of the counties like Boulder County, Larimer County, Denver County, they all allowed in-person showings with significant restrictions. So as far as it's affected the way we've been able to do business. So now everyone who goes to a property has to sign a document stating that they're clean or that they haven't been affected or in tune or sick in any way.
Well, how are the prices? Are people losing? Like, I guess that's the next question is, will there be a market crash? Are you seeing that?
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought for sure we'd see a market crash of significant proportions, but we're not seeing that. The values are holding steady here in Colorado, and this is across the range. I mean, from Fort Collins to Denver, Boulder, they're really standing firm. We're seeing multiple offer situations right now. I'm working with a couple buyers under the $500,000 price range, and it's a battle as if nothing had happened. So, yeah, I mean, if you're selling a property, let me know. It's a good time to be selling. It's not only the spring season, but there's a lack of inventory. So there's not a lot for buyers to choose from. If you're buying a property, let me know. You need an expert in your back pocket to help you navigate these kind of interesting times. But as far as the market goes, it's as strong as it's ever been.
Good to hear.
And I think, to answer his next question, will there be a market crash? I don't know. Crash is a strong word.
Setback or something, we're going to see some kind of...
I think it's going to level off. I don't think, in spring, summer is a tough time to kind of make those predictions because markets always go up or are always strong in the spring. That's when people are looking to buy and sell.
So how long will it take that's the next question, how long will it take for an economy to recover? Like if there is a little setback?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think there will be a setback. I think it will settle a little bit, and I think it'll go through the winter time. And then come spring of next year, depending on where we're at with this virus and what we're allowed to do, I think it'll bounce back. As far as the financial markets, we showed you a graph here a couple of weeks ago. Companies like Goldman Sachs, who are obviously well known for their financial reporting, predict basically a spike jump. So a down and then a spike up. And they're predicting that to take place over the next 6 months. So, I think our housing market's strong. This is different than the housing market in 2007 and 8. That was
It's a different situation. So
different situation.
Yeah.
That crash was caused by people overspending, mortgage fraud.
So it directly affected the real estate market, whereas this is not the case.
Exactly. This is affected by something that no one could predict. So, the situation for a lot of people in Colorado, homeowners, is they have equity now in their homes. So they're not desperate. They're not in a situation where they're going upside down on their mortgages because they've had 10 years to kind of build things up, and our market's increased so much. So
it's good to hear. Well, so
I think that will help.
If someone needs to move right now, is a question for what are their options?
Yeah, the options for moving are fantastic. I mean, it really is basically the same process as before. Now, if you're a seller and needing to sell, then your options are to pick up the phone or drop me a text or send me an email. I'll do some market analysis for you, give you a best feel for value, and then, of course, do a personal consult, walk through your home, get your home ready for sale, declutter it, make suggestions, help you get it ready so it's portrays to that buyer and to every buyer.
So the fifth question is, how do they get in contact with you, Lenny?
720-201-1114. Call or text me, 720-201-1114. I get right back to you, I promise.
He does. He hits me up right away. Even when we're texting 10 o'clock at night, what time are we filming tomorrow?
Exactly.
He's 24/7. Well, thanks, Lenny.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks for streaming, guys. Again, ask any of those questions. We'll get back to you, and I'll get in contact with Lenny. Lenny Myoko, Remax Alliance, Producer Wiggins, back to the digital.
One more shout out, though. The biggest industry being hit right now are the service folks, the bartenders, the waiters, and we just want to. The unemployment rates have dropped significantly over the last 2 weeks, but the highest amount of people here in Colorado and probably nationwide that are out of work are the restaurants. So support those restaurants. We tried to do that, and we're still doing it. We've got a $500 bar tab, and there's still a lot on it.
Cali's?
Here at Tio Cali, Mexican Cocina, right here on South Public Road, right next to my office in Lafayette.
So that's law enforcement, firefighters, National Guard, paramedics, nurses, doctors, all of you guys who take care of us. We're taking care of you. So get over there and get that tab, because lunch, dinner, whatever you want, it's on us. And like Lenny was saying, it's supporting those businesses.
It helps the restaurants too.
Yep,
so
totally.
We appreciate you guys.
Later. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
What about forget about it?
Hey, forget about it. Sorry. Forget about it.
You forgot about it.